Good whenever you're watching this, which sounds like good morning Vietnam, I decided. Not legal advice, like, subscribe, not legal advice, not financial advice. Hope everybody is well. It is something occurred to me that I wanted to address regarding finger motion that kind of came up today in a call I heard. Of course, before I do that, I wanted to just acknowledge the fact that having sex in an elevator is wrong on so many levels. So let's go into the issue that occurred to me. So I was listening, this is again involving finger motion. I was listening to a call. I think I was actually participating in the call at some point, but I was listening to a call involving Ham, and he was disclosing the fact that the largest shareholder had been approached to sell his finger motion shares to close out, in essence, a short position for someone. And he apparently elected not to do that because he wants to, apparently, I don't know this for a fact. By the way, this is not legal advice, not financial advice. Like, subscribe, comment, show your animals. But apparently he wasn't interested and he wants to pursue the transaction. Apparently that's what I hear, and didn't engage in the transaction. But that made me think. And again, I'm not a securities lawyer, so maybe this is completely off base. I'm not a criminal lawyer, so maybe this is completely off base. But this is what occurred to me. What happens if he had said no? If he had said yes, excuse me, and he sold his shares to someone that he knew had either committed or engaged in criminal conduct or was going to engage in criminal conduct? And I don't know if that occurred, but in this scenario, anything's possible. So if that happened, and what happens if, because it's a public issue, just like MMTLP is a public issue, what happens if the SEC comes and starts examining transactions, or the DOJ comes and starts examining transactions, and it finds out that maybe there was the buyers, the short coverers, maybe there are some issues that relate to them. If that were the case, and if you were the seller to those short coverers, would you have legal issues? That's what occurred to me. That was the question that occurred to me. And rightfully or wrongfully, the situation that occurred to me was, if someone is buying stolen property, the person who sells the stolen property obviously has an issue, but the person receiving the stolen property also has an issue. So I'm not in a position where I'm selling Fngr stock. I do own Fngr stock, by the way, but I'm not in a position where I am selling it. But based upon what I thought about today, if I were going to get insurance, and I'm a big fan of insurance, before I engage in that type of transaction with someone who I think might be dirty, I would get a legal opinion. And if the legal opinion said it was okay to go forward, then you can rely upon the advice of counsel defense. Not legal advice, of course, but there is such a defense. And it provides you insurance. Obviously, anybody can do whatever they want. They don't have to do that. But that's what occurred to me, and that's what I would do. And I think it's an unusual situation, and I think it's unusually public. So if it were me, I would be super careful and make a record that I checked it out. Just me. Again, that's something that occurred to me today while I was listening to a phone call as to a subject I don't know anything about, but that I thought might impact some people out there. So hopefully that tells you my thoughts in a clear and coherent fashion. Take care. Be well. Hope this was short enough. Take care. Talk to you later.